Figured we go old school, you know, put the blazer back on. Anyway, roll the intro. Welcome back guys to another episode of Worth Watching. This is the first episode of 2019 and this is the show where we take a look at a movie or a TV show and determine whether or not it's worth your time. So today we're going to look at Bumblebee, the newest Transformers movie that is not directed by Michael Bay. It's actually directed by Travis Knight, who also made Kubo and the Two Strings. So this movie takes place in the 80s and it is a prequel to the Michael Bay Transformers, although some are saying it's also a reboot or like a soft reboot. And I really wish this was true because what they established in this movie does so much more justice to the Transformers cinematic universe than any of Michael Bay's Transformers did. So you've probably already heard about how good this movie is, and the thing is, just from that, I will tell you that Bumblebee is worth watching, but it's not gonna blow you away. So the thing is, the movie does everything well, but doesn't take any risks either. And I'm not saying it needed to take risks, but at the same time, because it played it super safe, there's nothing really to like, you know, surprise you or blow you away. It does the whole hero's journey thing. It's pretty much predictable. You probably already know how it's gonna go just from the trailer. And sure enough, it's full of cliches and your typical I've seen this before kind of moments. But the thing is, the cliches are not bad. Like, just because it is a cliche and uses, you know, tropes that we've seen again and again doesn't necessarily make it bad. What makes it bad is if the story is bad, the execution is bad, and the way everything comes together is bad, and that's not the case at all with Bumblebee. The story is pretty serviceable. John Cena's in this movie. He plays the 80s cartoony kind of military villain guy pretty well. He's not quite at like Dave Bautista's level of like, you know, acting yet, but for the most part, John Cena does his part really well in this movie. You have a couple supporting characters here and there that you might find kind of annoying, but they're not that bad. But really, it's Bumblebee and Haley Steinfeld that really carry this movie. And of course, the fight scenes, you can actually see what the hell is happening in Bumblebee instead of, you know, back in the old Transformers movies where it's just like twisted metal everywhere and you just have no idea what the hell is going on. They did the fight scenes really well, and you can tell they had a lot of planning go into it. And because it's set in the 80s, they do use a lot of 80s music, which I really appreciate. So honestly, if you're a fan of Transformers, you should definitely go see this movie, support it, and hopefully it gets a sequel. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna make a sequel. I mean, come on, it's Transformers, it's gonna make money. But I do hope that they keep up the quality in terms of keeping it, you know, Travis Knight, no more Michael Bay, get Travis Knight on the sequel and we'll be good. But you gotta remember that half of the market of this movie is also kids. Kids that are just growing up, who are playing Fortnite, who don't know about the first generation Transformers at all, who probably didn't even see the Michael Bay Transformers movies, you know, like. And that's why the movie is so safe and it's very family friendly. So again, you won't be blown away by this movie, and there's admittedly some slow and a little cringy moments at times, but overall it's fine. Like, it doesn't detract from the movie as a whole, which is much greater than the sum of its parts. But yeah, overall Bumblebee is definitely worth watching. Just don't go in expecting to have your mind blown. You should go in expecting a well done, actually good Transformers movie. But I guess that's all I get for Bumblebee, and hopefully I'll be coming at you with a review of Glass next week. So if you've seen Bumblebee, let me know what you think of the movie in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.